And the Tenebris has a 4 silhouette.
Yeah. They have
Not the Tenebris, the Starbright. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and they have a 3. So, how's that affected again?
It's 2 times the difference in damage. So like, if a ship with a silhouette of
2 went up against a 4.
like against a person with a silhouette of 1, then that would be times 4 damage.
Oh, okay. So in this case, it's normal damage still, because it's a 4 to 3.
Well, it's 1 times 2, so it'll be times 2 damage.
Oh, okay. So let's see, and you rolled that. So that's what's the critical for it?
Photon torpedoes? I have no idea.
I am looking right now.
See, if Kerry had printed me off a ship sheet like I had been keep asking him to, this wouldn't be an issue.
Proton torpedoes?
Yeah.
That is a crit of 2, so it critted. And that does 20 damage automatically. I'm going to just assume, because they only have... Yeah, they don't have enough armor to sustain that. It's down. So that's another one down. Now that I've got everybody's stats up, it'll be easier to quickly just fly through this now. That, yep, Triumph, it's down. So that's 3. 4.
And if you want a ship sheet, I can print one right now and give it to you tomorrow.
Well, if we finish the game off tonight, it's not going to matter tomorrow. But yeah, that would be nice, since I've been asking Kiara to do it forever now.
Alright, I'll print one out.
6. Alright, also, that they are left with 9 ships of their own. And now it's their turn again. They shoot down 6 more of yours, leaving only 1.
Alright, then at this point, Tenebris would fire. I don't know why.
Continue firing the torpedoes.
Well, the Tenebris will fire its torpedoes then, since up until now the Tenebris hasn't been included in the combat, I don't assume.
No, it hasn't. And the proton torpedo still has the same stats.
Yeah, it has. How many torpedo would a Star Destroyer have? Yeah.
I can look.
I can't even imagine. Because when we see them in the movies and stuff, it seems like they shoot by 20 or so missiles at a time, and they shoot them in volleys almost continuously. So I couldn't even imagine how many they have.
So what's funny is a regular Imperial Star Destroyer does not actually have.
But in the movies they do.
They've got turbo lasers.
Wait.
That's all they've got.
Huh.
Let me see what the other one that we were looking at
20
has.
assault concussion missile launchers.
Huh?
I'm looking at the Victory class Star Destroyer in the core book.
Well,
20 assault concussion missile launchers.
he's not using a Victory class.
Which class?
He's actually not using an Imperial ship at all.
Oh, well.
I guess laser cannons are missile launchers are the closest thing, probably.
Probably.
They have 4 of those on the ship you're using.
Alright, so 4.
Alright. And if you get 4, that'll bring it down to... if you get all 4, that'll bring them down to 5 more ships on their end. And what's the stats rolling-wise?
I wouldn't know what would the main gunner of Star Destroyers. Still, I could say 3 yellow, 2 green at the most.
Okay. That is definitely a death. So that's 1 that hits. 2 that definitely hits.
You know, it's that same old story. Imperials
3
killing
that hits.
Imperials.
And 4 that hits. So all 4 are down, leaving them with 5. And it's their turn again.
Well, doesn't the
the
Starbright?
Starbright gets another one. Are they gonna fire their?
Yeah, they're gonna fire their 6 again.
All right. And they had a 5.
It was 5 yellow and a green.
That's what I thought.
Alright, I have it printed out. I'll give it to you tomorrow at DSC if I see it.
Okay.
All right, that's definitely 1 down. 2 down. 3 definitely down. Okay. That's 4, 5. Okay, they're all gone. With 1 TIE fighter left on your end.
Wow, this
This drained your resources a bit.
yeah, we don't have any normal TIE fighters anymore. We only have
You have a lone TIE fighter.
we have all those experimental ships that aren't really supposed to be seeing battle. I could deploy some of those.
Yeah, because I don't think the planet's going to employ anymore yet, but they probably will at some point.
So I would think the crew would be trying to get those experimental ships that aren't really supposed to be seeing battle yet ready to go.
For another round of the fight.
Yeah. So,
All right, so while we give everybody in the space a little bit of a refresh time, we're gonna see what's going on the planet. So, I'm guessing for most of the day you don't really do anything after the meeting.
I'll go by a junk shop.
Okay. So you go to the junk shop, and let's see what they got.
Do you service droids in this facility?
Of course we do.
That is good. I would like to purchase a heavy blaster rifle.
All right, let's see what we got in stock. I mean, after all, droids are some of our best customers on this planet. And you want rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got ourselves a carbine, your average blaster rifle, a heavy blaster rifle if you're into, really getting some shots in. And we even provide a heavy repeating blaster if you're, good at carrying large weaponry. And that's gunnery, that's why.
Yeah, I mean, he has a giant sword on his back.
Yeah. Well, he says that as he notices. That's why he kind of drifted off when he said it.
I believe that the heavy repeating will be adequate for my purposes.
All right. How about 8,000?
How about 500?
A little cheap for it, don't you think?
It's not. It'll be cheap, as well. It would be cheap since I am also trading in one of these nifty vibra swords. I'm gonna pull out one of the 4 vibra blades that he has, since I realized having the 2 extra for the sub arms, it's kind of useless when I have the 2 lightsabers for the sub arms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pull out these on. So how I had it was he has 2 standard and 5 of swords and 2 plasma blades, as well as the big plasma blade on his back. And then he has the 2 lightsabers in his arms like normal.
Well, you could probably get those to me for 1,000.
Just these 2.
Oh, is it just the 2?
Well, yeah, not the lightsabers and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were giving him 4 swords. That's why it
No,
was.
2 swords.
Okay, hold on. Let me redo the math then. About 500 for that.
For these 2?
Mm-hmm.
That would only drop the price to 3,500. How much was it?
He said 8,000 originally.
That would only drop it down to 7,500.
Yeah.
Darn it, we left the swoop bike with the settlers.
Which is now destroyed.
What?
When? Oh, no.
No, the people that we left on the other planet.
I heard something.
Might be the brother of mine.
No, nobody there. Okay. Anyway.
Wait, you left the swoop bike on the planet I was on?
No. He left it on the planet that they dropped off the villagers at.
Oh, their pit stop.
Yeah, the pit stop.
The armpit stop.
So, yeah, you don't have that to make a deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could always negotiate.
How about this? Let me negotiate you down to a cool 4,000 credits.
For the blaster?
Yes.
You could always negotiate them up also on what you're selling, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And, okay, let's do that first. These are Live swords that are in the possession of the illustrious C2, Lieutenant Admiral of the Empire.
Is that your negotiation?
Yes.
Okay.
So 5 yellow, 5 green, sorry.
Just 5 green, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want some help with that?
Oh, did you come as well?
Well, yeah, I was gonna follow you around.
Oh, okay.
Well, even though I gave a setback because the guy has no clue who that is, you still managed to negotiate him a little bit. So he said, what was it originally, 500?
Yeah, 500 for both of them.
I'll give you 1,000.
And this,
so that'll bring the guns down to 7,000.
Yeah. And this rifle, is it not a salvaged good?
Yes, but we've built it completely from scratch, and it's almost better than brand new.
May I inspect
On a
it
plane
then?
like this, I would highly doubt that.
Alright, so you go ahead and inspect it.
Alright, so what do I need to use?
That would probably be
Mechanics?
Yeah, that'd probably be mechanics, because it'd be your knowledge of...
Alright, so 5 yellow.
And you can see he's not lying. It's actually it works just as well. You can tell that it's been built with a lot of care and attention put into it.
This is fairly decent work.
Yeah.
It may take some time to calibrate it though. How about I give you 4,000 for it?
I can bring it to 6,500.
6,500. What if I throw in... I do have some extra droid parts.
Alright, so he looks at what you've got.
I'm gonna sell him the 2 normal droid legs that used to be on the Solo before I went and bought those diverse jointed ones. Little double jointed.
Alright. How much are you trying to...
500 each. These are pretty decent legs. I mean, all the frick armor plating has been stripped off of them, but they're still are really good, built for combat.
He looks at him and he's like, well, they look worth that price. Unfortunately, the market value for this gun is 6,000. I wouldn't. I would at least like to make some sort of profit, but I can.
Since these are highly modified for combat purposes, I can see that this would be a fairly even trade. Any kind of bounty hunting droid would love these kind of parts.
Too bad CH1 isn't there to vouch for you.
Yeah, CH1 were here, I would probably just give them to her. They're better than normal legs.
Yeah. So
They have jump boost on them. You can jump twice as high as normal.
I guess with that deal, I'll be taking a loss, but we can do 5,500.
Alright. That is more adequate. So 5,500.
Don't feel bad for the man who, for all you know, has a family, and now he's not even going to profit off of this deal.
Wait,
He wasn't going to
5,500?
anyway. He's going to die.
Okay. So
Yeah, because the profit. I mean, because the market value for that gun is 6,000. They always start higher than market value because they want to make a profit.
No, I was saying more of this planet's not lasting very much longer.
Doesn't mean, the man. I mean, the man doesn't know that yet. He's just trying to take care of his family.
Does he have
even
money
though
on
I
the
could have
planet?
easily just paid for that at
Yeah, I know
prices.
you could have. I know you could have. You probably could have paid him the original price that he asked.
Nah, I mean, I still have 900K.
Although I wonder, I mean, would that put you at a loss though with all the taxes that are eventually gonna have to be paid?
I don't know. As long as I spend it on tax deductible things.
I don't think a heavy repeating blaster is tax deductible.
I mean, it kind of is if I go to the tax office and
And you claim it's for work? You just claim it's for work purposes.
Yeah, it is for work purposes.
Porpoises?
Yes.
It's for work purposes. Okay, cool. Porpoises are the best. It's definitely better than dolphins.
Yes, Michello doesn't know the difference between purposes and porpoises.
So when he writes it in, he's going to write for work purposes. No, he'll probably spell it the same because he won't know that the pronunciation is the issue. He'll know that how to spell it, though.
Basically, anything that Michello does for the company comes out of C2, since C2 technically owns Michello. Technically.
All right. Also, so that way you can get the stats. It does 15 damage. Let me know when you're ready for the next thing.
15 damage.
2 crit. Long range.
Wait, why am I writing this on C2's?
It's on his corpse. Redo.
Also, you had one in storage, right? From my previous character?
Oh, a heavy repeating?
Yeah, that was last.
Didn't Talon take all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So then right now it's in Talon's possession. And I feel like Talon will start using it.
You said 2 crit?
Mm-hmm.
And you said range was long?
Yep.
That's heavy?
It's gunnery.
Gunnery?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It was ranged heavy when I used it.
For a heavy repeating blaster? A
Might
regular...
have been light, I guess. I don't know. Let me check.
Because there's the light repeating blaster, which is ranged heavy. And then there's the heavy blaster rifle, which is ranged heavy.
I'm basically carrying around a Gatling gun.
Oh, that's right. I have a light repeater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure none of you guys have any
You have an auto fire on it.
auto fire.
Yep. We're not going to worry about. Well, you know what? Cumbersome 5. We usually don't worry about that stuff, but just so you know, it's there. That just means you walk a little bit slower whenever you're using it. Well, as long as you're carrying it.
Well, I have speed boost
Yeah.
legs, so it's
So-
not gonna be that different.
Pierce 2. And then Vicious 1. Which means whenever you score a critical injury or hit, you get to add 10 times rating to the result.
That's. Yeah. I would say scooting it because it's a good, just for aesthetic purposes, but man, that's.
What was that stat? Vicious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vicious is fun.
How much damage does a lightsaber do? I forget. Is it?
Like on its own?
Yeah.
Without any of the specials?
Yeah.
I think it's only 6. Oh, no, it's 10. Well, it is 6 if we're using the Force and Destiny rules.
Yeah.
Because before that, they made it extra powerful, but that was because people
What's
couldn't
the-
use it
What's the special?
for a lightsaber.
Those breach.
You got Breach 1, Sunder, and Vicious 2. Although I would suggest looking at the Force and Destiny book, because it's probably different.
Yeah. We never determined what the range was for that anti-force field. Is that close range, personal range?
Are you wearing it?
It's part of the body, and I can switch it on and off. We need to figure out the range on that. Just
I'd say close.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Everything within 15 feet of me can't use the force. Nah.
All right. Is that it for today's activities?
I guess.
Yep.
Since the space battle has come to a standstill. Oh, also, I'm going to purchase some breathing equipment for
Future for the next day.
Yeah. Also, you know what? I would like to purchase all your assisted breathing equipment.